Today I'm in Vancouver and I'm here at Capilano Suspension Park, which is actually one of the best tourist attractions in the whole of Vancouver and probably in the whole of Canada. Now, there is an amazing suspension bridge here that was built back in 1889, would you believe? They have actually rebuilt it and strengthened it since then, because back in those days it was just hemp rope and a few planks. But these days it can withstand the weight of a Boeing 747. So I'm feeling pretty confident that it's going to be pretty safe today. But there's also a clifftop walk here and treetop walks and lots of really nice space to explore. So I'm really looking forward to checking out what this is like. So let's have a look what it's all about and see whether or not this is worth you visiting. Okay, so I'm now inside the park, and in terms of the price to get in here, it was $78 for adults. That's your standard adult. Or if you're between, I think, 12 and 17, it's $49, or a student, $49, and then children, it's a bit cheaper. Now, I actually purchased the tickets online in the car whilst I was in the car park, so just before I entered, and that saved $10. So that's a little tip if you're coming. Rather than paying at the gate, you can save a little bit of money. It's only $10, but it's still something, still a saving. You also have to pay for parking here. It's paid by the hour, and you pay for up to 3 hours, and it was like $10. I think it was $9.95. So pretty cheap for the parking. Now, we were told about the clifftop walk, because this is the bridge. The bridge is just behind me here, so I'll be going on that later, but you can see the suspension bridge here. But there is a really big queue. So the line, we were told, is probably about 45 minutes at the moment. So we were advised to go to the Cliffwalk, which is one of the other attractions, and let that line to calm down a little bit. So yeah, so that's basically how much it costs to get in here. I'll tell you at the end whether or not I think it's good value, but my initial impression is really good. It's really nice and airy, and you know, it's obviously a park in the cliff tops, so it's nice to be out in the environment and sort of breathing the fresh air. And as I mentioned, this place was opened in 1889. It was actually a guy bought the land, and the reason why he built the suspension bridge was that the land was split in two by the canyon, and so he needed an access to get from one side to the other, so he made the bridge himself just using rope and planks. And so it's been in existence since 1889, but it was rebuilt in 1956 using 13,000 tons of concrete, so it is very solid today. So I'll be doing that a bit later, but I'm now queuing for the clifftop walk, so have a look at that once I get there. But looks like there's a bit of a queue here as well. It's quite a spiral queue going down, but I don't mind a bit of queuing. It's not raining, at least. So this is the clifftop walk itself, and it's pretty busy today, so it's not moving very rapidly, but you do get some really nice views into the trees. And just in case you're wondering, it's quite a long way down there, but not intending to go down there. But yeah, you can see it's sort of at a bit of a standstill. Nice views of the rocks. But yeah, it's nice to be out and about in the open air. Quite pleasant. Just wish it was moving a little bit faster. So I've come at around midday, and that's probably the peak time. Park's open, I think, until 8. If we'd have come a bit later, then maybe it would have been a bit emptier. But this is in the height of summer, and it's pretty busy, but it's still pretty pleasant. You get to see the nice views all around. Actually get a good view of the suspension bridge from here, so you can see how much it wobbles. You can see a lot of people walking across it, and it's sort of bouncing around a lot, which is normal. That's exactly what it's designed to do, so it's not a problem. But yeah, it gives you a perspective on as to the height of it and how many people are walking across there. But I'm still walking down this clifftop walk, which sort of is really nicely done, actually. Because it's sort of, you feel safe, but it is a long way down. But it is well secured to the rocks, and gives you a little bit of information along the way. This is quite a nice little angle here. You can see how it sits out from the rock. See how far down that is. Quite a long way. Trying not to drop the camera. But yeah, very pleasant setup. So I can see and hear some running water down the bottom here, and yeah, this clifftop walk's starting to open up a bit more space in front of me. So if I can stretch my legs a bit, and yeah, it's like look back here across there. It's bit misty up here, so you can see the cloud. We're probably just around the bottom of the cloud levels here, so it's starting to feel a little bit misty as we're looking around. But yeah, it's quite nice. It sort of feels very much at one with nature. Yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. It's definitely well worth making the effort to come here. So as you come up to this section, there is a really nice little viewing gallery and photo opportunity. So the queue for this has been quite long. Everybody waiting for their photo in the sky.
Oh, that's cool.
And this is what the view off this edge is like. So you can see the cloud in the trees. Absolutely brilliant. Really nice. Great views from here. So here I am coming to the end of the clifftop walk, and say that was really good fun. Really enjoyed it. Everybody getting their photo, the photo opportunity. I actually thought the queue helped it because it's not that long, but it gave you a chance to take everything in and enjoy the views. And yeah, it wasn't rushed at all, so I really enjoyed that. So as a starting point for this park, I have to say, great, really impressed. And just here by the restaurant, there is another really nice viewing platform. It's got one of these fun photo frames with Capilano Suspension Bridge Park on there, so you can take a photo of everybody with that. And you get some really good views here. You can see the mist coming in, and you get some great views of both the clifftop walk there and also the suspension bridge over on this side as well. So yeah, it's really nice actually here. Really feels like you're at one with nature, with a few fun things to do as well. And if you are looking for some refreshments, this is the cafe. People sitting outside. It's not raining today, but it's not super hot. And in there, you can get the usual types of refreshments. Lots of people sitting inside today. So they can see through the window. Yeah, it's quite big actually. And just outside the shop here, where everyone's having a drink, there's some live entertainment. Someone playing a bit of live music, which is quite pleasant. Everyone's sitting around, waiting to start the queue for the bridge, which is where I'm going now. Okay, so after a 20-minute walk, I am now at the top of the suspension bridge. So there's a few steps down, and then the bridge in front. Now this bridge is 450 feet across, and is about 230 feet above the ground below, and it's been designed to shake around a lot, and there seems to be people deliberately shaking it. You can see here these sidebars. This is steel cable. You can see how thick that steel cable is. It's pretty substantial, but it does move around a lot. You can see it's sort of really swaying as people are walking. It's just literally having to keep your balance. I'm having to lean backwards here to maintain my balance because I'm sort of heading downhill. But it's fun, and there's some great views, and you can see the cloud just coming in as well. So the queue wasn't too bad, 20 minutes I think, and it's pretty busy today and it's peak time, so it's probably as bad as it's going to get, I think. So yeah, but it's a very pleasant stroll. Some people taking some photos on the bridge. So see how much it's swaying around. So I'm about halfway in the bridge now, in the middle, and it is wobbling a lot. You can see it on the camera, but literally my left foot, right foot are just going up and down as if I'm on a sort of step machine. You get some good views here though. There's the canyon below. On the other side, we've got the water, something, but yeah, it's really wobbly. Some people are not enjoying it. Some people really clinging on for dear life, but it's really good fun. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. You can see there maybe it's going up and down a lot, this bridge. But as I said, from an engineering point of view, it's absolutely rock solid. It's checked out every single day by the staff here, and there's 13,000 tons of concrete on either end of this and these huge steel rods. So there's no chance of anything happening, but there's a few people I think are looking a little bit nervous. But yeah, the middle bit was probably the worst for the wobble. Wobble's getting a bit less now. So I'm going to head through to the end. Now, if you want to do the other attraction here, which is the treetops. You have to actually go across the bridge because it's on the other side of the canyon. So I'm going to head through and do that now. And once you've crossed the bridge, there is a refreshments stall here called the Cabin. So I'm going to have a quick hot chocolate and sit down before heading to the Treetop Adventure. Okay, it's now time to head up to the Treetops Adventure, which is this walkway all around trees. So just heading up to that platform now. Okay, so just coming up the final few steps to the first of the treetop bridges. So see whether this or not this is wobbly. It's a little bit wobbly. Actually quite wobbly. Not quite as wobbly as the main suspension bridge because it's not as long. You can certainly see the sides are wobbling a bit. Nice views though. It gets a bit more wobbly as you get towards the top. We've got a rather large tree that this is attached to. And then I think there are 7 of these bridges, all interconnected. You go around in a big circle all the way around these treetops. So a bit of information here. This tree is the mighty Douglas fir, towering 300 feet, 90 metres with diameter of 8 feet, 2.4 metres. These giants can live over 500 years. This one's 270 years old. So quite a youngster, relatively. Yes, it's really pleasant and fun. I think all the family could do this. There's no real stress. It's not too, I mean, it's quite high up if you look down, but it doesn't really feel it because you're enclosed with these sides and it's a little bit wobbly, but not too much. But yeah, it's really nice to be up in the treetops. So this is the penultimate bridge, I think, second to last one. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this park, actually. In my assessment, now that I've done all of the 3 big attractions, these 2 other attractions on top of the suspension bridge were added, I think, in the last 10 years or so, just to add a bit more interest and value for money for tourists. They definitely do, and it also alleviates some of the queues because there's things to do when you get here. If it was just the suspension bridge, and obviously everybody would be queuing to go back straight over it, so it'd be massive queues. So yeah, I think it's good. I enjoyed this Treetops Adventure. It's been good fun. So back to the suspension bridge now. Okay, so after around about a 10-minute wait to get back onto the return journey, I am now going back onto the suspension bridge. And you can see that it's quite wobbly at the top here. Weather's come in a little bit. It's been raining a bit this afternoon, but it hasn't really spoiled the enjoyment. It's been fun. And this bridge is definitely the highlight. You can see everybody's taking it. There's the odd person who is having to turn back and panic a little bit. But overall, I think most people are happy that it's pretty safe. This big steel cable here certainly gives me comfort that the bridge isn't going to go anywhere. Also, there's hundreds of people crossing it every 5 minutes. Nothing's happening. Okay, so whilst I'm crossing the bridge back to the car park and the exit, I thought I'd do a quick summary of what I thought of the park here, whether or not I think it's good value for money and whether I would recommend it. Well, it's really nice day out, actually. I'd say it's somewhere between 2.5, 3 hours, maybe max, of entertainment. So I came, did the Clifftop Adventure first, then did the bridge to the other side, took a break, had a coffee, snack, and then did the Treetop Adventure, and now I'm doing the reverse journey. So I'm about halfway now on this bridge. You can see it's wobbling a fair bit at the moment. I definitely think it's worth the money. It's a great attraction. It's a really nice, you get lots of great scenery. And you know, you're up high. It's nice to be up in the clouds. It's a nice thing to do, whatever the weather. So it's been a little bit patchy today, a little bit rainy, but it's been nice. You know, it's fun for all the family. So there's little kids here, there's old people here. everybody's getting involved. So I think it's great from that point of view. So yeah, I definitely think it's worth the money. It's definitely worth coming to. If you're in the Vancouver area, I would definitely suggest putting this on your list of things to do. So hopefully you've enjoyed seeing me here in the park today. If you have, then please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you again next time.